Mark 9 1 to 13. So there are a few hard to understand things in here. So, first of all, Jesus said that there are some of those who are standing there will not taste death until they see the kingdom of heaven. To me, I take it literally that there are people who were there with Jesus who, like Elisha and Enoch, people that just get caught up and not taste death. And so I believe it literally, but I'm not sure about that understanding. The other one is that Jesus said that Elijah already came, like preparing the way, restore all things. I think he's talking about John the Baptist. I think elsewhere in the Bible it referred to that also, but also not sure. And then also he was transfigured before James, John and Peter. They saw him talking to Moses and Elijah. So it's very interesting that they saw that. But then when there's a voice, they, like Peter was wanting to build a tabernacle, he's thinking this is going to be a long-term thing. They were frightened, he didn't know what to say, and so he just blurted this out, and God the Father actually told him, listen to my son. But then after that they only saw Jesus. So what was that about? What were they talking about? We don't know. Why with Elisha and Moses? We don't know. Why are Moses is supposed to be dead? Why is he talking to Jesus now? We don't know. There are just so many questions. But one thing is that at this time, Jesus told them to not say it to anyone until Jesus is resurrected. So he very clearly stated it to them, and they jumped on it. They didn't understand it, and so they were like saying, what does rising from the dead meant? But the important thing is that they were discussing with one another. I think they should have went to Jesus and asked him. I don't know why they didn't go to Jesus and ask him. I mean, he talked to them about his suffering and the resurrection multiple times, starting like in the last chapter, I believe. But they still don't understand what rising from the dead meant. However, other people, the Pharisees, and they've seen dead people being raised to life. So that shouldn't come as a surprise, yet they didn't understand it. And so they were discussing that. And then they asked him about why Elijah must come first, instead of asking him the main question is what does rising from the dead meant for Jesus. So a lot of questions and not a lot of answers today, but we understand the main idea.